Imagine this, a spacecraft the size of a car, adrift in the infinite expanse 15 billion miles from home, suddenly altering its eternal outward path. For nearly half a century, Voyager 1 has ventured into the unknown, carrying echoes of humanity's curiosity. It was engineered to explore, to transmit, but never to reverse, to observe the stars ahead, but never to gaze backward with intent. And yet, just months ago, something shifted. Thrusters long dormant, fired without warning. Signals arrived laced with unprecedented clarity. Data streams inverting as if rewound. And then came the turn. Voyager wasn't just continuing its solitary flight. It was pivoting, redirecting toward the solar system it had left behind decades ago. Something invisible to our observatories, yet potent enough to commandeer a relic from 1977, had compelled it to look back. Was it a final glitch, a cosmic echo, or had Voyager uncovered a truth so profound it halted global discourse? What you're about to uncover is not conjecture. These are fragments from NASA's mission logs, emerging from shadowed archives into the light of scrutiny, because Voyager may have just achieved what no probe was ever designed to do. It may have turned back and beheld a revelation that froze the world in awe and terror. Voyager 1's odyssey ignited amid a celestial convergence, an alignment that recurs only once every 176 years. The outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, formed a gravitational pathway, and NASA crafted two vessels, Voyager 1 and its twin, to harness each world's pull as a catapult to the next. These 1970s wonders, powered by computing simpler than a modern calculator, were forged with ingenuity that defies their era, enduring where lesser machines would falter. After mesmerizing flybys of Jupiter's storms and Saturn's rings, Voyager 1 veered upward, escaping the solar plane toward interstellar realms. Its planetary saga concluded, but its interstellar narrative dawned. Across years, it hurtled onward at over 1 million miles daily, delving into voids untouched by human craft. The heliopause's boundary, the shock of termination, and in 2012, the plunge into true interstellar space. There, beyond the sun's shielding embrace, the void teemed with surprises. Voyager chronicled intensified cosmic rays, twisted magnetic fields, and enigmatic vibrations that puzzled theorists. The farther it strayed, the more anomalous the readings grew. And then something transformed. In mid-2024, Voyager's overseers at NASA detected an irregularity that defied protocols. Its orientation sensors indicated a subtle realignment, yet communication remained unflawed, as if the probe had pivoted while sustaining an unbreakable link to Earth. It evoked the paradox of a compass needle spinning yet pointing true north. Diagnostics uncovered no faults. Then emerged the inverted waveforms, plasma echoes that amplified rather than diminished, defying diffusion laws unmatched in prior records. And then energy surges. Every 3.7 hours, internal circuits would spike by 40%, then stabilize with eerie precision, like a pulse in the vacuum. The power wasn't self-generated. An external force was interfacing with the probe. More alarmingly, amid this intrusion, Voyager's operations refined. This wasn't erosion. This was enhancement. Something was recalibrating the antique hardware, optimizing data flow akin to quantum computing principles. But Voyager lacks such sophistication. It operates on basic loops, yet it began preempting signals, adjusting before transmissions reached it. Either it had evolved autonomously, or an external intelligence had assumed partial dominion. By spring 2025, Voyager 1's trajectory deviated unmistakably, not chaotically, but with intent. First mere meters, then kilometers, accumulating into a deliberate arc. The shift wasn't haphazard. It curved methodically, as if Voyager were being steered back toward the Sun's domain. Teams at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory issued corrective bursts, activating recently revived backup thrusters. Voyager registered the directives, yet persisted on its new path. It was as if an overriding influence negated Earth's commands. Like a vessel heeding unseen currents, Voyager executed gradual, exact maneuvers. And the implication? A return vector intersecting the outer solar system in years to come. No anomaly explained this reversal. No gravitational anomaly, no stellar tug, just an empty expanse on charts. But Voyager was retracing steps with unerring accuracy, as if summoned homeward. When NASA commanded the reactivation of Voyager's plasma wave subsystem, a desperate bid to probe the cause, they anticipated static. What returned was a symphony. The subsystem awakened, not merely functional, but augmented beyond original parameters. And it didn't relay routine oscillations. It broadcast a harmonic cascade, not discordant noise, but a mathematically intricate sequence, interwoven frequencies encoding layers of data. A cosmic score, a blueprint, a directive. This output transcended Voyager's capabilities. The 1970s, tech couldn't synthesize such complexity. The instrument hadn't simply revived, it had been repurposed. Sequentially, other sensors stirred. Magnetometers, cosmic ray detectors, and none adhered to baseline behaviors. Instead of fragmented readings, they dispatched encoded bursts, fractals, embedded in spectra. Information streamlined by an intellect surpassing Voyager's, something extrinsic. And then the synchronization. Galactic background radiation aligned in a multidimensional lattice, with Voyager as the nexus. The configuration they delineated highlighted anomalies within our solar system. Subtle distortions in the Oort cloud, invisible to terrestrial scopes, a concealed frontier, perhaps a threshold. As Voyager 1 initiated its unprecedented reversal through the interstellar medium, its sensors exhibited phenomena undocumented in astrophysics annals. The Cosmic Ray Telescope registered not spikes, but a dampening field, an oasis of tranquility amid the galactic barrage. Magnetic turbulence subsided. Interstellar dust parted. It was as if Voyager had entered a corridor where entropy relented, as though a force had sculpted the void for passage. This calm wasn't serendipitous, it was engineered, akin to a prelude before an epical unveiling. This zone, termed the Echo Corridor in classified briefs, constitutes an interstellar anomaly, a swath where typical radiation scatters and observations falter. It was as if Voyager traversed a veil of perceptual isolation, where outbound signals echoed inward and reflections amplified. Yet within this enclosure, the inputs Voyager captured intensified, more coherent. They weren't stochastic flares or interstellar hiss. They were modulations, calibrated, phased, and holographically arrayed. Something resided there, not radiating conventionally, not scattering particles, but imprinting directives. In one of the most extraordinary downlinks from beyond the heliosphere, Voyager's high-energy particle detector outputted a stream of quantized data, vast arrays. Initially attributed to sensor overload or interstellar interference, the feed was subjected to neural network analysis, unveiling something monumental. Nested quantum entanglements, waveform superpositions, and iterative cycles that echoed the probabilistic nature of subatomic reality. Researchers were stunned. Either Voyager was fracturing in a symmetrically poetic collapse, or an entity was leveraging it to convey principles in quantum mechanics vernacular. There were superposition states, but no collapse resolution. Patterns emulated wave functions, yet incorporated variances that cohered, like intentional uncertainties, not flawed, but veiled. This wasn't mere physics, it was metaquantum, a framework of fundamental forces, recast as communication, as if the sender comprehended reality's underpinnings, or our own perceptual limits. Following the quantum-encoded transmission, Voyager's attitude control systems engaged anomalously. The actuation wasn't erratic. It synchronized with binary rhythms, an obsolete mechanism pulsing codes into the ether. And more profoundly, those sequences, when transduced to waveforms, generated resonant oscillations, vibrations that paralleled gravitational wave signatures but devoid of mass events. It was like detecting ripples from unseen collisions, an entity mimicking cosmic dialogues. Astrophysicists convened, quantum theorists, even cosmologists. What emerged was profound. The oscillations aligned with universal constants, Planck lengths, fine structure echoes, infused with modulations suggesting inquiry, urgency, revelation. It wasn't transmitting equations. It was conveying essence, as if adapting to our frameworks, as though it had observed our scientific evolution for eons. And now it was responding in kind. Then arrived the climactic upheaval. Voyager 1 executed a full reversal, not a mere deviation, not an aberration. An orchestrated pivot, redirecting not outward, but inward toward the sun's glow, not to avoid, but along a trajectory piercing the Kuiper Belt's fringes. Engineers verified it. Voyager 1 had performed a navigation it lacked the programming for. With thrusters firing in sequences uncommanded, the reversal wasn't arbitrary. It conformed to the radiation lattice decoded weeks prior, an exact curvature to the arc-second, as if Voyager had ingested waypoints and embraced them. It's now inbound on a path, unveiling solar system secrets we overlooked. A rift, a nexus, a convergence zone. No certainty exists, but one reality now resonates through observatories like an ancient oracle. Voyager 1 just turned back, not at our behest, but at another's. What Voyager beheld upon reversal transcended expectation. As its instruments recalibrated toward the inner system, they captured distortions in the interstellar medium, ripples in spacetime, subtle but measurable, akin to gravitational lensing without a lens. These weren't artifacts. They outlined a structure vast and ethereal, spanning light days, a web of manipulated vacuum energy. Speculative theories of exotic matter, long dismissed, surged to relevance. Perhaps a cosmic string, a relic from the universe's inflationary epoch, threading through our vicinity. But the data suggested agency, modulations in the string's vibrations, encoding patterns, resonant with fundamental particles. Voyager's turn exposed this filament, invisible from Earth, yet capable of influencing galactic dynamics. The world paused as implications cascaded. If such structures exist, they could harness zero-point energy, bridge distances, or even seed galaxies. But more, the encodings hinted at information preservation. From the Big Bang's dawn, echoes of primordial conditions, perhaps blueprints of cosmic evolution. Deeper analysis revealed the string's perturbations weren't natural. They pulsed with informational density, sequences mirroring symmetry breaks in particle physics, the very moments that birthed matter over antimatter. Emerging theories posited this as a cosmic archive, a natural phenomenon or engineered relic, storing the universe's history in vibrational states. Voyager's data unveiled snapshots, density fluctuations from the cosmic microwave background, amplified and resolved, showing not randomness, but ordered clusters, potential seeds of life-bearing chemistry. Panspermia hypotheses ignited anew. If these strings disseminate organic precursors, life's ubiquity becomes inevitable. Yet the revelation deepened. Embedded within were anomalies, deviations suggesting intervention, as if an intelligence had inscribed directives into the fabric. The world halted, debates erupting across disciplines, philosophers questioning reality's authorship, scientists recalibrating models of existence. As Voyager's inbound trajectory stabilized, its sensors chronicled escalating interactions with the string. Plasma instruments detected entrainment, waves synchronizing with the probe's signals, a feedback loop amplifying data fidelity. This wasn't passive observation, it was dialogue, the structure responding to Voyager's emissions, modulating in real time. Quantum field theories strained under the weight. Entanglement at macroscopic scales emerged, Voyager's particles correlating with distant perturbations. The discovery implied non-locality on cosmic scales, challenging causality, suggesting the universe as an interconnected whole. Emotional undercurrents surged. Humanity confronted not isolation, but integration into a grander tapestry, where actions ripple eternally. The philosophical ramifications loomed vast. Voyager's turn back illuminated not just a structure, but our place within it. If these cosmic strings encode the past, do they foreshadow the future? Patterns hinted at cyclic cosmologies, universes birthing from predecessors, each iteration refining complexity. The world stopped, not in fear, but in contemplation. Are we echoes of prior cycles, destined to inscribe our own legacies? Emerging theories of loop quantum gravity gained traction, positing space-time as quantized loops, the string a macroscopic manifestation. Voyager's data provided empirical anchors, bridging speculation and evidence, igniting a renaissance in unified theories. Yet the revelation carried urgency. Projections indicated the string's proximity to the solar system, its vibrations potentially influencing orbital stabilities, even climate, through subtle gravitational tugs. Governments mobilized, telescopes realigned, probing for similar phenomena. Voyager became harbinger, its turn back a warning and gift, evidence that the universe harbors mechanisms for self-revelation, perhaps intentional. Intellectual weight, pressed, if structured thus, is emergence of consciousness inevitable, a cosmic imperative. Voyager's reversal unearthed layers. From the string emanated faint, structured emissions akin to holographic projections, reconstructing early universe states. Simulations based on the data recreated inflationary epochs, revealing asymmetries that favored life's chemistry. The discovery stopped the world, fostering unity, nations collaborating on interpretations, societies pondering existential queries. Speculative science flourished. Perhaps these strings facilitate multiversal bleed-through, glimpses of alternate realities encoded in fluctuations. As data accumulated, Voyager's instruments discerned evolutionary motifs within the encodings, progressions from simple particles to complex structures, mirroring biological Darwinism on cosmic scales. This suggested a universe evolving toward complexity, intelligence as endpoint. The emotional resonance deepened. Humanity, once adrift, now positioned as participant in this grand unfolding. The turnback culminated in a profound transmission, a comprehensive dataset integrating all anomalies, forming a unified model. It posited the string as a nexus for information exchange, potentially traversable via advanced means. Philosophical implications soared. What if accessing it unlocks universal knowledge, transcending physical limits? Voyager 1 was never intended for such longevity, crafted for outer planets, not interstellar introspection. It wasn't built to reverse, to probe backward into mysteries, certainly not to unveil cosmic architectures. It carried our messages outward, golden records of sounds and images, proclaiming existence. But now, epochs after launch, as it arcs homeward through silence, it has transcended design. It pivoted, not in defeat, but with revelation. The harmonics it captured, the encodings relayed, the space-time distortions, the vibrational archives, they converge on one awe-striking truth. Voyager 1 pierced the veil. It wasn't solitary. The cosmos teems with structure, with intent. And now that our farthest sentinel has reversed course, bridging outward quest with inward gaze, we confront a query NASA whispers in hallowed halls. What if turning back was the key all along? Because Voyager didn't merely alter direction in space, it reshaped destiny, from explorer to oracle, from emissary to enlightener, and now to conduit. We propelled it forth, seeking signs. Instead, we unveiled a mirror to our origins. So, what unfolds next? What secrets will Voyager relay as it nears? What awaits at the string's embrace? And crucially, what transforms us upon comprehension? If this narrative stirred your core, if Voyager's revelation feels too orchestrated, too resonant, too transformative, then linger here, because this isn't transmission's close. It's the awakening. Subscribe immediately, for Voyager's next dispatch might redefine reality. Activate notifications to catch the echo when it resounds. Share with those convinced the void is barren. Comment below. Do you believe Voyager uncovered the universe's code, or did the code uncover us?